You know, we all started the gym because something motivated us to start the gym. But here's the fun part. Every now and then we feel demotivated. We don't feel the motivation we used to feel when we just started. Or some days we have this motivation, some days we don't, right? Now, is it possible to just depend on motivation and let it take you through? Remember, fitness is what? A challenge. And how do you go through the challenge without any motivation? Well, today in this video, I'm going to be giving you the 5 cures of no motivation, or let's say lack of motivation. How you can beat that, which basically means you don't need it. And on the days which you have it, that's actually a plus for you, which means you can kill it in those days, right? Sweet. Anyways, it's your boy here, Clumsy, the technique coach. Remember, on this channel, all we talk about are techniques to maximize muscle growth, burn body fat, and inspire you to be better, a better version of yourself, get yourself in better shape, motivate you, but mostly to teach you how to forget about motivation and get yourself there anyways, just like every other person is doing, and you're no different, right? Well, as always, I'm between my sets training, and actually this time I'm starting. So when you saw me, I was doing the bodyweight squats in the beginning, bodyweight squats. So I like to do this in the beginning of my leg workout, right? Basically just to get the knees ready for the exercise, get some pump on my legs, synovial fluid on my knees, the joint lubricated enough for me to go through my leg day while I'm in my happy place. And yes, I'm in my happy place right now. Well, normally I speak a little bit and then I'll do my workout. But today, what I'm gonna do is I'll first do my 1 set so my body don't get cold, so I can actually, you know, go ahead with things. And then I'm gonna go deep into giving you these 5 cures, which are definitely gonna cure this illness, because I like to call it an illness. Motivation is awesome. When you have those days, it's amazing. When you don't have those days, you don't feel like doing shit at all. You don't even wanna leave your couch, right? But we're gonna work on that, all right? So, I'm gonna start with goblet squat, and I'm just gonna do a quick set, right, before we get right into it. Okay, we can talk about it in my next set. I'll explain to you guys how this can help you a lot, but I'll just get to it. I'm trying to do those squats, okay? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, there you go. 15 is right. Well, it's the first set. I'm starting with the lightweight. All right, so let's get straight to it. I think it's that my breath is not too high, is it? So you can actually understand me, or can't you? Well, here goes. First cure of lack of motivation, it's the big why. I'm gonna take that. All right, now what is the big why? The big why is the question you ask yourself. There's a reason I called it big, all right? Why did you actually decide to start your fitness journey? What's that big reason, right? What's that thing that made you want to start in the first place? I'm pretty sure you were not just born in the gym, because we all have a reason why we started this challenge, and it is a challenge. It's not something which we just do. It's not something which you just do for no reason. For example, I personally started because I was skinny and I wanted to put on muscle. I never liked to be skinny. Yeah, that was just one reason. Second reason, my father made me love fitness since I was 3 years old. So I've always loved fitness. I've been into fitness. I did marathon running professionally when I was 16 years old. Maybe 14 years old, because at the age of 16, 17, I started coming into bodybuilding, and I've been doing it ever since. Currently 28 years old, and I haven't stopped, right? So here's the big question. What's your reason? I mean, I got fat at some point because I did everything all wrong. I was skinny. I thought it's impossible to get fat. I got fat at some point. Then I had to lose back some fat, right? And now I pretty much have been looking the way I've been looking the past 5 years. And what's your big reason? Now, here's the thing. You have to always remember that reason. You have to keep it in mind. You never forget the reason why you started, right? You never, ever. Why? Because the moment you forget, that's when the motivation starts dropping. Sometimes you don't lose motivation because it just went away. Sometimes your mind is the reason why you lose motivation, because you start to minimize the reason why you started in the first place. And that reason could be what? You want to lose weight, you want to build muscle, you want to be a professional athlete in future. Maybe you want to live healthier, you want to prevent sicknesses, or you want to reduce some illnesses. For example, exercise will definitely help you with type 1, type 2 diabetes, right? Blood pressure, any cardiovascular disease you can think of, the gym is going to help you with that. So it simply means that there is always a reason why you started. The moment you start feeling, you wake up that one day and you don't feel like going to the gym, that's when you remember, yes, this is why I started and I'm gonna do it, right? And here's my tip, here's my pro tip I always give. I've spoken about this a lot, I'll keep on speaking about it. As long as you're on this channel, subscribe, watching my videos, you're gonna hear me talk about it always, over and over. It goes like this. I do it myself, simple. Write it down everywhere, right? Your reason why you started, let it be in your screensaver of your phone, let it be the screensaver of your computer at work, write it down behind your books, write it down. Look, here's one cool place. Write it down on a piece of paper and or a sticker and kind of put it on your fridge in your kitchen, right? Like, let it be around you. You always remind yourself, hey, you gotta do it, you gotta do it. Like, there are other people doing it, why not you? Why not you? Here's the second reason. Here's the second big reason. It goes like this, all right? A routine. So, committing to a routine is the second cure to killing lack of motivation. Why? Here's an example. For example, I would love to train in the morning. To be quite honest with you, that is the best time in the whole world. However, because of my businesses, it's really hard for me to have to wake up in the morning when I sleep in the morning. Right? I basically sleep around 2 a.m., 3 a.m. Do you know the best time to train? Anywhere between 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. It's like the most amazing time. Like, wake up from sleep, take your bath, to the gym, or if you want to do your home workout, go out, do your push-ups, or if you got a home gym, go to your home gym, do your thing, right? The best way to be committed to what you started, to the reason why you're currently pursuing your fitness journey, is to have a constant routine that doesn't change. So if you say, and this routine goes both ways, it goes with your workout, goes with your nutrition, right? So if you say that, hey, I'm gonna train 5 a.m. every morning, wake up from sleep, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna train, and then you continue with your life. And then make sure that 5 a.m. is 5 a.m. Don't go 5 a.m., you go 7 a.m., you go 8 a.m., you go. No, without having a routine, it kills it. Because when you have a routine, your body starts to adapt to that time. Hey, here's the cool thing. Sometimes you don't even need an alarm to wake up. When you've done it for so long, you've pushed yourself for so long, your body automatically is fine with it. It's like, hey bro, you gotta wake up from sleep. Your body will wake you up and you're gonna go, right? So having a routine really helps. Having a routine with your food as well, right? So it's like, hey, meal one is after workout, after I finish training, I come home, I'm gonna take meal one. Meal 2 is gonna be at 12, meal 3 is gonna be at 4, meal 4 is gonna be at 7, right? So if you always stick to these times, the first thing that happens is your body also adapts, right? Your body, maybe you're getting hungry, let's say your goal is weight loss. Maybe between the times when you're not eating, your body is getting hungry in the beginning. But if you stick to it while you still have motivation in the beginning and stick to a routine, your body adapts. When you start losing the motivation, which you're not gonna get every single day, well, guess what? Your body is adapted to a routine. Your body is like, hey, I already know I'm not getting food this time. I know I'm gonna get food at 12, so I'm just gonna wait for 12, right? And when 12 reaches, your body's automatically gonna tell you, hey, it's 12, go have your meal in, right? And it don't matter your goals. Again, whether you're trying to build muscle, be healthy, lose fat, lose body weight, whatever, right? Having a routine with your food, having a routine with your workout that you're committed to, and no matter what, you will be committed to, it's awesome. If you say, I'm gonna train 4 days a week, 4 days is 4 days, regardless of what happens, right? So if you say, I'm gonna train every 5 a.m. personally, I train in the night, right? You can see I'm shooting this video right now, you can probably see outside is dark. And right now, it's 10:20, right? So I'm kind of really used to training in the night. I've been doing this for the past 2 years, training in the night. I used to train in the morning 2 years ago, but for the past, I believe, like maybe 1.5 years, 2 years, I've been training in the night, and my body's fully adapted to it. Whenever I finish up with my daily activities, I cannot sit home comfortably. My body is saying, hey, It's time for gym. Even when you don't feel like it, even when you're broke, when you're tired, when I don't even want to think of anything, I just have that feeling that something is not right. That's because I've been so used to the routine that my body wouldn't let me sit in peace. Okay? Now, hey, I gotta go for another set. Okay, I'm gonna go a little bit heavier. So this is my second set. As you know, your boy gotta get jacked. I have to keep fit. Because if I don't keep fit, you guys will not listen to me. And while we're at it, you might as well learn something, right? Did you see me keeping this light plate here? So I put it both sides. I'm gonna stand on it. I'm doing goblet squats, and I'm keeping my legs like a V. Now, the reason I'm keeping my legs like a V is I want to hit my hamstrings, glutes, and quads at the same time. If I really want quads focus, I'll keep my legs straight, all right? But plus, I'm a taller guy, so it's really hard to keep your legs straight and go fully deep. And I want to go fully deep, so I'm going to keep it like a V a little bit. Now, one reason why I'm putting the heels up is I wanted to focus on my outer quad. So that's why I'm putting my heels up, right? And I'm not really a big fan of goblet squats, but I do love it. It is effective. But the heavier I go, I kind of switch it up. I'll show you guys in a minute, maybe when I'm doing the next set. Okay, this is how you do it safely. Okay, up, and then we squat. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There you go. Okay. Hey, check it out. I have to keep fit. I need you guys to continue listening to me. And if I have to achieve that, I have to always keep fit. I know you agree with me, right? You know, the only thing with legs is, boy oh boy, does your heart rate go up. Like, my heart rate is next level now. Crazy. I believe, in my estimation, it will be somewhere in the 140s, 150s. Just an estimate though. I can't check it. I don't have an Apple Watch. Okay. Or a sports watch, per se. Third cure to lack of motivation. Let's cure this illness now, shall we? Set small goals. This is really important. I want you to keep this in mind. I want you to remember this one particularly. So, setting small goals is really important. But I'm very sure you don't understand what I mean. So I'll break it down for you. Let's say that, for example, you're trying to lose body fat. Let's say you're trying to lose weight. And your overall goal is you want to lose 50 pounds. Right? If you lose 50 pounds, you will be happy with yourself. Maybe your BMI will be nice, even though I don't really don't work with BMI that much because it doesn't count muscle mass, but a topic for another day. But let's say that's your goal. So, how do you set these small goals and how can they help you? Now, don't just go to the gym and the overall goal is, hey, I want to lose 50 pounds one day. You know, when you have such a long goal, you're going to lose motivation somewhere there between. It's a must. Why? Trust me, I've been there. A lot of people have been there. You've probably been there. You know what I'm talking about. Right? It's like, hey. So you got forever, right? You don't want to use forever to lose 50 pounds. What you do is, 50 pounds is what I want to lose eventually. But let's say I want to lose 5 pounds in the first 2 weeks. No, in the first 1 month. Or however you're setting the goals, right? Let's say I want to lose 5 pounds in the first 2 weeks. Okay. So you set that goal, you walk towards it. So you act like you only have 2 weeks to live in this world, right? Like 2 weeks is all the time you got. Do everything you can do to lose this 5 pounds in 2 weeks. But generally, I like to set goals weekly. Personally, I'll be like, hey, lose 4 pounds. Like with my students I'm working with, I make them lose 4 pounds every week, right? And hey, of course, if you want to be one of them, you can check the link in my description. I'm not sure I have a description though, but I'm pretty sure I have a link in my bio. You can book a call with me. Let's talk about your fitness life and how I can help you. On the other side, I make my students lose 4 pounds every week. So that's the goal we set. And hey, 1 week means 1 week. We don't think about any other week, all right? So it's like, we absolutely don't think about what's next week gonna look like. What am I gonna do next week? Hey, what am I gonna achieve next? No. We act like we only got 1 week to live, and 1 week is 1 week. So you kill it for that week. Do your best. Have your routine, follow it. Always remember your why you started this, right? Why are you doing it? Keep it in your mind every single day, and just remember, like, hey, I just got 1 week. 1 week is it? Let's lose 4 pounds, right? Here's the cool thing. When you lose 4 pounds, then you set your goals for the next week, right? Setting small goals kind of at least maintains that motivation, right? Makes you want to do it, even though you're currently having that big overall goal, right? And so much to have to think about how much you want to lose in future. Just focus on a short term. Put a short goal, put small goals, and achieve them. Okay, you want to lose, you want to build muscle? Okay, you want to build, remember, building muscle is way harder than losing fat or losing body weight, right? So just because you can lose 4 pounds in 1 week doesn't mean you can build 4 pounds of muscle in 1 week. It's practically impossible, especially naturally. So let's say you want to build 4 pounds in a month. Yeah, that's actually achievable. So you go for it, right? You want to build up muscle, 4 pounds plus. Maybe your goal is like me when I was skinny and I wanted to just put on more muscle, right? And I didn't care about fat until when I actually got fat, before I started feeling like, oh shit, I look like a potato. And then I want to start cutting a little bit down to look lean. So it's like, it took a longer time for me because I was trying to figure things out myself. But after all these years, having certified myself in numerous things, nutrition and blah, 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 principle of exercise, anatomy and physiology and all, and having to work with over 500 people and having transformed a lot, like having done a lot in the fitness industry, I've had so much experience now that what it took me, per se, 5 years to achieve, with my guidance, you can achieve that probably in 1 year, right? Which is awesome, which is why I'm making these videos. So you guys don't do the same mistake I did when I started. Absolutely, that's the ultimate goal. So goals like this. The third cure to lack of motivation is simply set your goals. Set short-term goals and then work towards those goals and forget about what the next week or the next month holds for you. Now, let's head to the fourth cure to lack of motivation. Okay, now trust me, follow this cure just the way I'm giving you. It's gonna change your life. All right, celebrate your wins, your big wins. Celebrate your big wins. The word big right here. Hope you can say it though. So celebrate your big wins. For example, the ultimate goal is maybe losing 50 pounds. Divide that into 2 and say, hey, so I want to lose 4 pounds every week. And if I lose 4 pounds every week, in 2 weeks I'll lose 8 pounds. So in 4 weeks, I'll lose 16 pounds, right? So hey, if I lose 16 pounds, that's gonna be big. Of course it's big. 16 pounds is not easy to, it takes a lot of work to have to do that. The most thing you want to do is celebrate your big wins. For every time when you've achieved something big, celebrate it. Hi, here's the thought. So you're currently in a calorie deficit, you're killing your diet, you're not going out partying, clubs like your friends are doing, you're not eating the things your friends are eating during break, your colleagues at work, when it's break, they order their burgers and pizzas and whatever they wish. Drink all the Coca-Cola and sodas they can lay their hands on, and you're just there with your stuff because you know what you're doing for you, right? You know why you're doing it. You're, like they have nothing to do with your life. It's your life, and you want to live it healthy. You want to live longer. Even if you live shorter life, you want to live it and look the best you can, right? Feel the best you can, right? To be honest, I cannot guarantee you that fitness will help you live longer. Maybe science says that, but I'm a big believer in God, so I do believe that you can literally always, God can call you any day, right? Like, you can have an accident, you can actually be sick. Doesn't mean you will not get sick when you're fit. However, of course, you do bring down the chances of you getting sick. But of course, if I expose myself in cold in the winter, I will definitely catch cold, fever, pneumonia, whatever, any type of thing. If I get mosquito bites and I'm careless living somewhere in the jungle, of course I'll have malaria or dengue fever, however you want to call it, right? So the truth is, I cannot guarantee you're going to live long. Science do say you will live longer if everything is fine, right? However, even if you live for a short period of time, Is it the best version of you that's living right now? If it's not, do something about it, right? And hey, that's why I'm here. I'm giving you these tips, right? Just basically celebrate those big wins which you have. And a way of celebrating it will be you've been dieting all this time and suddenly, hey, 16 pounds down, you know what? I'm gonna give myself a big treat, a cake, pizza, whatever you're craving for one day, just eat that. Enjoy your life. And then go back on your thing, right? Another way to do it, yeah, why not? Pop some champagne alone, why not, right? Okay, if you have family or your spouse who's really supporting you, that's awesome. Like you got times two what people like us have, right? Like I'll probably celebrate alone, but if you got someone who is, my mom and dad would probably definitely help me, except I don't stay in the same city as them. However, because those are my biggest fans, to be quite fair with you guys, they love what I'm doing and they support me so much. However, if you have something like me and you're with your parents, celebrate with them, right? Celebrate with your family, celebrate with your spouse, or celebrate alone. Why not? Give yourself the trophy it deserves for the work it's been putting in, right? And that will keep you motivated. That will keep you at least this more. That will give you the mindset to look forward to the next win. Because what's also cool is when you celebrate your short wins, your big wins, you're looking forward to more wins. And when you set those short goals, like you spoke in the previous cure, you set those short goals. What happens is, hey, I just lost 4 pounds. Hey, I want to lose again, right? Hey, I just built 4 pounds of muscle in 1 month. Hey, I want to do it again. You do the same things, or hey, you double down, right? All right, okay. So I did this, and I lost 4 pounds. Guess what? Maybe if I double down my efforts, I will lose 6 pounds. So I built 4 pounds of muscle. Maybe if I double down my efforts, I'll build 4 pounds of fat. I'll build 4 more pounds or 6 pounds of muscle in that period of time, right? So this short term goals you're setting will actually help you give you the spirit to continue, and then you celebrate those big wins and you give yourself the joy it deserves. Okay, the last one is gonna be after my last set. So I'm gonna go for something big a little bit as well. Hey, if you're someone watching this and you're just starting, do not try my weight. Right. Until you're on my level, lift what you can. Lift weight you can control. Remember, building muscle doesn't mean lifting the heaviest weight. Building muscle means stimulating that muscle. So any weight that can give you muscle stimulation is the right weight for you to use. And then you slowly get stronger and you slowly step up the weight. Right. Do not watch this video and think, hey, if you're gonna build legs like me, you're definitely gonna lift weights like me. That's not how it works. Okay. So, I'm gonna put it first on my knee and hold it. There you go. Let's squat. Yep, of course, I was kidding. I did the 10. To be quite fair with you, I love it. I should celebrate it. This is a big win for me, all right? Trust me. When I go back home, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take Greek yogurt, put it in the blender. I'll put some milk again, but skim milk with lesser calories. And then I'm gonna put 2 scoops of my whey isolate protein powder. I'll put about 50 grams of strawberries in there, a spoon of peanut butter. What I like to include, which I am right now, is another scoop of creatine. And yes, I'm a supplement guy. And then, hey, what does my program say today? I believe that's about it. Yeah, that's about it. And then a little bit of water. I'm not gonna put nuts. Sometimes it's nice to put almond nuts, cashew nuts, or whatever. I wouldn't. I'll blend it up, make myself a good smoothie. Very tasty. You have no idea. And my protein powder is vanilla flavor. I love it. Cookie vanilla flavor, actually. And it tastes like ice cream. You have no idea. Here's the cool thing. My milk and yogurt is from the fridge. So it's gonna be cold, chill. Then I put a straw to it and I'll celebrate for this. That's how I do it. Right? Hey, somebody will be like, oh shit, how lame. because you probably feel like, I'm already having alcohol and stuff. Hey, guess what? I drink alcohol as well. However, I only do it in the weekends because I want to live life as well, right? Gotta live life, I gotta enjoy life. I love wine personally, but I'm disciplined enough to keep it away from the middle week. And on weekends, oh, guess what? I drink my wine, right? I love to live life as well. And you gotta figure out how to live life and still run your fitness life and look good, right? It's not like stay away from all the goodies that God has given us. Gotta enjoy it, gotta enjoy it, right? But in the middle of the week, bro's gonna do what bro's gonna do, all right? Here's a big one, the last one. I don't know if you can see it, but basically it goes like this. For you, that's the fit cure to lack of motivation. For you. What does for you mean? Doesn't even make sense. For you simply means that, hey, you're doing this for you, no one else. Everything you're doing, picking up this fitness challenge fitness is a challenge. Picking up the challenge, having to wake up early in the morning while others are sleeping and go work out, which is work. Giving yourself extra work from your regular work. You probably have a family, you probably have kids, right? You probably have business or a job which you're running every day. And then you still have your regular life, meet your friends, gotta take care of a few stuff. Of course you have issues, we all do, financially maybe, family issues maybe, you know, what else? Health-wise maybe, right? There's just countless problems here on earth which you could be facing. But you still decide like, hey, I'm gonna pick up this challenge and add it to the challenges I'm already facing. There's no other bigger reason than to do it for you. And here's another cool thing about the gym. Or let's say about fitness. It's so damn fair. Fitness is the most fair, or let me say the gym, or working out, or whatever you want to call it, man. It's like the most fair place you will find on earth. How much you put in is how much you get, right? And life is not fair, we all know that. But here's the cool thing. If you're gonna put in so much, you're gonna get as well so much. And why do I not just say the gym, I say fitness? It's because, you know, sometimes it's not just about how much work you put in the gym. It's mostly how much work you put out of the gym. Remember, the most time you can make in the gym is 2 hours. For example, me, so I train for 1 hour, I do cardio for 30 minutes after that. Then I use 30 minutes in between. There's like 30 minutes where I shoot a video for you guys, so maybe sometimes it goes up to 40 minutes. I don't know how long this video is. You can tell me in the comment section how long it is, right? And so I'm shooting this between my sets while training. Now make my workout a little bit longer. But not so you do 2 hours in the gym. Okay, so 2 hours it is. That's about it. What about the remaining 22 hours? It's all what you eat, how you live your life. It's the work you put in, mostly, right? Do you sleep good? Right, I mean, we all know we got issues, but hey, are you taking care of you, right? Are you taking care of the vehicle that's gonna drive you everywhere? Are you doing that? Right, so this is for you. Remember that, never forget it. Hey, this is for you. I'm doing this for me, myself, right? The only thing I'm doing for you guys is this video, probably. But my training is for me. And here's another, when I say the gym is fair or fitness is fair, you don't share it with anyone, the results. You don't share the results with anyone. Hey, for example, you work, you do business, whatever. Well, you don't enjoy the money yourself. As a matter of fact, I know a lot of adults who don't even enjoy the money at all, right? By the time pay is payday, family, kids, issues, sometimes your mortgage and everything, it's all done. You pay the bills, everything's finished. So in the end, you didn't even do it. You didn't even make it. It's not for you, right? It's for the bills. It's for the family. It's for the things around you. So what are you giving yourself? This is it. It's the only thing you give yourself. Is take care of yourself. Be in the shape you want to be in. Hey, not taking anything away from you. If being fat is the way you like to look, why not? I mean, it's about your self-happiness, right? And if looking fit is what you really want deep inside of you, why not? Give it to yourself. It's the one thing you want to do for you, and it's the only thing you can give you, and you can't share the results with anyone. Yeah, like it's just, you're gonna take these results yourself. That's about it. No one else. Right? Everyone can only be like, oh wow, you look good, man, you're killing it. Oh, here's another quote. Whenever people see you start making progress, they automatically have it in mind, damn, this guy's a hard worker. Of course, because everyone knows how hard life is, and to still have to put fitness in life, you're a tough guy. And this brings my story, my video to an end. I'm wrapping up, and I'll go continue my leg workout. If you found this helpful, drop a like, support your boy, subscribe. More videos coming up like this, and hey, of course, stay motivated if you can. If you cannot, follow. And before I forget, almost forget this, hey, do you know what the 5 cures to lack of motivation is called? Before I forget, all these 5 cures, all is called this: discipline. It's called discipline, right? So these are the 5, you can either call them the 5 cures to lack of motivation, the way I like to call it, or you can call it the 5 steps to be disciplined with your fitness life. I'm signing out.